Hey everybody! For my profession, I chose an agricultural teacher. You might be wondering why I chose an ag teacher. I chose it because I think it's important for the future generations to be informed. I think it's especially important that this future generation coming up is knowledgeable about agriculture and what we stand for. I think it's also really cool how much of an impact an ag teacher can make on a kid's life. Personally, I interviewed my adopted ag teacher. She wasn't really mine from my school, but she did make such an impact on my life, so I chose to interview her. I think it's really cool that you get to watch them succeed in all they do. And I also chose an ag teacher because I have a strong passion for ag education and for the FFA. So after interviewing Miss Nordman, she explained that her top three communication skills that she uses every day are written communication, which she uses for email. She either emails, the administration or the students. She also uses oral communication. Obviously, she's teaching students all day long, and she has to know how to talk to them and to make sure they understand what she's saying. She also uses graphic design quite often for making announcements for events, and she also makes logos. Some of the difficulties of being an ag teacher, especially this year, have been the COVID pandemic. Due to COVID, most of the FFA contests are virtual. Ms. Nordman says that it's kind of hard, getting prepared for these contests because no one has ever had to do a virtual contest before. She says it's also really hard watching her students try to figure out how to do a contest virtually. Another difficulty is keeping kids motivated to do FFA throughout high school or just, throughout the year. Some of the rewards, however, is being able to take kids under your wing. Ms. Nordman explained to me a story of her being able to take in a homeless girl, and she says it was really rewarding to watch that girl grow up and graduate high school and go to college and really make a life for herself. Another reward is watching your kids succeed in contests and in life. One example that Miss Nordman gives, and one of her most fond memories, is when she took her boys to win the state meets contest. She says that her boys were her first group of freshmen when she started teaching, so it was really awesome to watch them succeed as much as they did. Some of the job characteristics are being able to coach practices and teach classes at the same time. Miss Nordman said that her day-to-day life is getting up early and going to coach contest practices before the day starts. And then she teaches 3 classes in the morning. And then she eats lunch and then teaches 2 more classes and then continues to do more practices. Some of the unique aspects of being an ag teacher, one of them is having a connection throughout the state. Most ag teachers are friends with other ag teachers, and so that's a really cool connection that they get to have with all the other teachers throughout the state. Ag teachers also have a really unique connection with their students. I know personally I was with my ag teacher more than any other teacher, so that's just a cool bond that they get to form. It's also really awesome to watch your students succeed, and it gives you lots of joy. And Ms. Nordman said one of her favorite things is being able to teach such a variety of content. Not many teachers get to teach both, animal science and welding at the same time. And then in conclusion, and Ms. Nordman's piece of advice, which I thought kind of summed up almost everything, she says to anyone looking to be an ag teacher, I would tell them that it is absolutely the most rewarding profession, and you get to help mold the future. Watching students grow into poised, educated young adults is the real paycheck. And I think that sums up what being an ag teacher is all about. Thank you.